Oh.
So
Oh no.
I guess that means that I have to do it, but I have to do it really badly. I don't know the rules.
And I think he might have. Yeah, he keeps his sheet updated, so you should
Yeah,
be
it
fine.
looks fine. Yeah, all good. All right, so you did arrive. You completed the journey to the Stormvault. But before you get there, you have encountered Sloppity Bilepiper and some Nurglings, torturing and poking fun at what is left of Darwin Heartrock.
That was it.
Oh right, yes.
Are we saying his first name is Darwin?
I forgot.
Dwarden.
Dwarden. He's not
No,
Dwarden. Heartrock.
Dwarden is
Is
Dwarden
what?
is the name of the dwarf, isn't it?
Dawid. It's Dawid.
Dawid. There we go.
Dawid the Dwarden.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought I didn't save my notes, but they're here.
But yeah, and Drayden has vanished. The coward.
Oh yeah, Drayden. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, so they haven't seemed to have noticed you yet. What do you want to do?
Do we have is there any more to be added to this map? We're doing Theatre of the Mind.
We'll do Theatre of the Mind until we need to
Okay.
be more tactical.
So, because we're quite a stompy, chompy, big group of people and stuff. It seems surprising not been noticed. I think
what we said was that the scout noticed, who was Carrich, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So I'll leave it up to Carrich then to decide how he wants to progress. I assume he goes and just all fist flailing.
No, he's not. Up. He's naive, but he's not dumb. But however, he will. He does have people with him, right? As he's scouting. It's not just him alone.
If you assigned yourself some bonus dice,
I did.
Then yes.
Okay, then in that case,
only have 2.
Well, now we only have 2 after everything that's happened. But we had 4 when we first started this whole thing. Yeah, no. In that case, he'll keep an eye out and he'll send half the people that are back to the rest of the group to inform them of what's happening and where we are, and to get them to come here as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think as soon as Zuriel Stormwake found out that there are Nurgle demons up ahead, like they would pretty much just maybe try and strategize, but they wouldn't delay to just fucking get stuck in there. The rage of combat and all that.
And how many? So his character reported back, is he? Because he nipped back to the convoy.
No, he's still there, but he sent people to report back.
Ah, right. Okay. And how many of these sluggle schlibbles do we fight? Sloppity Bilepipers do we fight?
That many.
So there's one Sloppity Bilepiper, and how many Nurglings are there?
Oh, and Nurglings. And is
he is one of
yeah,
his.
was he like a Nurgling? Is he like a Nurgling lord or like a Nurgling?
The Nurglings are the small ones.
Yeah, he's a demon, a Nurgle demon.
Cool.
Why if it's not? Ah, yes. So it's 3 swarms of 9 Nurglings.
Ooh.
Okay.
So 27.
Hot stuff.
And they're like, we're just thinking big jungle. We're not just, not the Molasses would, but I'm trying to think, outside of the combat world, doesn't have to be a combat, does it? Is it, or does it feel like are they literally outside the gate? Are they like on the only clear path through? Or
Let me just see.
sorry to ask difficult questions.
No, it's fine. It's good. So it's essentially you're entering into a valley. About half a mile away, you see sort of an ancient ziggurat, which you believe to be the Stormvault. And between there and here, there's sort of ruins and what looks like what's left of some sort of city. And so yeah, this scene is taking place quite close to where you are. So you could try and go around it, but it seems like it'd be pretty hard to get out of earshot. It's not like you can go,
Yeah, whatever happens,
half
they're
a
going to get
mile
on.
around, and yeah.
They'll still see us when we get to the thing. Cool. Okay, just checking. What do the scouts report like the location? Are they like within? Are they in quite open space? It sounds like.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he has no stealth maneuvers. Well, without any stealthy attacks, I'll leave the charge of attack up to you, blustery boys, and your wings and your storm valley of nonsense. I'll follow you into the fray. You lead the way.
Sure. I mean, we have all encountered Nurglings before, so anything that's with Nurglings is going to be a Nurgle demon.
Exactly.
People don't know much about it, and both the Stormcast would be like, that needs to die.
Yes.
I agree. I think most things need to die, if you ask me.
So yeah, like if that's what Molasses says, then I think probably either Zuriel or Orixion would probably sort of nod to that and be like, okay, we'll go up the gut. We'll go up the gut. The rest of you see whether you can Molasses, see if you can find some shadow to get a backstab in.
Oh yes.
Carrich, you wait till the end of the initiative order. And
roll well. Roll 6s, everybody.
Yeah. Wait till the end and then take 2 turns.
Yes.
And then Orixion will be like, I'll swoop in, start the combat, brother. You be the 1-2 punch.
Well, Miss Lasses will kind of do a bit of she'll kind of like, shadow slink her way to the edge of the clearing before she can get an eye on them. Do they seem pretty un-sneak-upable on? Or do they seem like there's what we're thinking? What's the read?
You don't think they've noticed you yet.
Right.
But I'll have to roll their awareness.
Yes. Do I have any bonuses?
You should also draw the zones just so that I can have a bit of an cleared view of, where I can operate.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I thought he was actually that big. I got a bit scared.
To be fair, he could be. So I'd say you're probably starting at long range, which is what,
right?
So that's 2 zones away, right?
2
I think.
zones away, yeah. So just. So we'll just say that you're off the map for now.
Okay.
Great. Well, again, I can try to leap at long range, but I just need to get a read on if there's any shadows. It doesn't sound like it looks clobbery, but you said it was a valley, so to me a valley is open for some reason.
I still think you should shadow step into his mouth.
Into his belly.
As long as you roll a good stealth, you're fine. You can get within stabby range, but
okay, great, let's do it. Well, let's see. Okay, well, I'll shadow step, which shadow stretch, shadow beam. It's free action, which is stealth check, isn't it? Really? So okay, cool. Body stealth test. Here we go. It's a free action, but I guess we're still sneaking, aren't we? So this blows everyone's cover. I'm sorry, everybody, but things have got to be done.
I mean, Orixion's plan was to fly straight into the Sloppity Bilepiper and hit it with a sword. So.
Give me just 1 second. So
I was going to get broken. Watch one way or another.
Exactly. There we go. So I'm just loading my Carrich sheet. I forgot about that. Out practice. Here we go. Stealth. Here we go. Target TN is 4.
Do 4, do 4, and then I'll roll that. Then you will judge it against their natural awareness.
Great. Okay. It's okay. It's not very much. It's not great. It's just 2 successes. 4-2. Passes a 4-2.
Okay. You believe that you are stealthed.
Can I roll a believe check?
Um,
Am I in shadow enough? Do you feel? It's quite a big difference. You feel I'm in.
Yeah, you'll be able to find
Great.
shade of a tree or
Okay.
one of the sort of the broken walls of this these ruins.
Okay. Great.
So if Orixion, if you're flying straight in, then we'll just start the combat.
Yeah.
But Molasses, you'll get your surprise round if you want to do anything in it.
I do. Do you want me to try go first, or?
Yeah.
Great.
Surprise
Where am I?
round.
Where's my? Can we have our tokens back?
Yes, but you are. Let me just. Diddly. Let's get you on your starting line.
Right. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do? While I'm in stealth and still undetected, I'm actually going to crack open a bit of a glatch ink. I think I'm going to snap a little test tube or vial of glatch ink and pour it into my eyes. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm explore glatch ink. I'm going to eat on some Saurfang dust, which fill my mouth with the taste of blood, increasing my melee damage for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm still in the shadows. That's my action in my surprise round. So bonus round, I guess. But it's prepped me for the next round, I think.
All right.
So I'm still in shadows, but I've just been munching on some Saurfang dust to get all fucked up.
Okay, so you've moved into their zone, but you are in shadow.
Yes, great. And consumed some Saurfang dust.
Okay. Right. Okay, then that's the surprise round over. Then
yes.
Everybody else is free to act.
Great. Initiatives, 4s, and what are we doing with?
It's actually Sloppity Bilepiper has initiative 6.
Jesus Christ!
I think you might be in a little bit of trouble.
But he doesn't know you're there, so he actually can't.
You might hear some loud cackling and wonder what's going on.
Don't.
Try to be all stealthy. He just loves that Saurfang dust.
Don't. If one of my players ever tells me that he's like laughing in the shadows, I will roll to see if he hears him.
Well, obviously I'm joking. If you roll to see, I'm joking. If you don't, it's fun.
Okay, fine. So yeah, he can't do anything, but as he sees kind of Orixion flying into the sky, he just sort of turns and starts tootling a tune on his horn, and the Nurglings all start getting whipped up into a frenzy. Yeah. And he's got. What else can I can't do anything else with metal, can I? That's it.
You tell me, mate.
I can just save it.
You tell me, but what the luck?
Right. Okay then. Initiative 5, I think, isn't Zuriel 5?
I believe Zuriel is 5. Yeah, I don't have Zuriel's character sheet though.
It's well, let me share it with you in thingy-mabob. You should be able to see it now.
I have only gone and got it.
Yay.
Cool. Alright, yeah, well, Zuriel is... Well, I say Zuriel's going to do the Celestial Vindicator thing and run in, but I think actually what he will do first is just kind of move up ahead and then hit one of these nasty spells that he's got into the midst of them. That seemed to be pretty effective last time. So he's got Devastating Bolts. Devastating Bolts is a talent that makes each 6 rolled on your challenging test for Arcane Bolt grants the spell +1 damage up to a maximum value equal to your highest level of training focus in channeling, which is 2. Yeah. So forgive me, I've never seen this sheet before.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was expecting you to know this by heart. Don't worry.
So range medium is the next zone, is it, or 2 zones away?
It'll be you have to move one in.
Yeah.
To the,
So 2 zones away. So I have to do 1 move and then it works.
to the.
Oh, 2 zones away is medium, not long.
So it'll be like the next. So this will be short, or whatever it's called, close, and then that's
Short,
medium.
Medium.
And you're currently at long.
Long, yeah.
Oh. That might change things in my case then. Might make things better. You learn something new every day.
Okay, so you can do an arcane blast that will damage the Bilepiper and the Nurglings, but also Molasses.
What?
Because
Well, don't.
that will.
I've got a tip.
It's a 6-1. You unleash a destructive blast of arcane energy at a point within medium range. Each creature in that zone suffers 1 damage. Each 2 additional successes increases the damage by 1.
Yeah. And don't forget as well, swarms take double damage on things that affect a zone.
Really feel like that's a very good idea. Especially since the maximum damage you'll take Molasses is 3.
I mean, I'm still not loving it. You're the one who said fucking get in there. Yes, just run in there. Nothing bad could happen.
Orixion said that.
Well, that's very confusing. It both sounded,
Zuriel Stormwake.
they both sounded very similar today. For some reason.
Fuck off, I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
I'll rent a roder.
Yeah, I did 3 weeks and then dropped out. Yeah, Zuriel will move up 1 and then cast Arcane Blast.
Arcane blast.
Arcane Blast. I feel like Milo would overcast it as well because that's the sort of thing that he does.
I'm in the zone.
But
Yeah,
on
you
account
are.
of Molasses being in the zone, he'll definitely overcast it.
And your thingy against demons thing, +1 accuracy. Okay, doesn't matter because it's.
So it's old enemy brackets demons. It's +1 melee accuracy against demons.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect this part.
No.
Righteous hatred brackets demons though. Milo's just written +1 damage against demons. Doesn't clarify whether that's ranged or melee or both.
Yeah, it's fine. Roll the dice and I'll look it up in the book.
Cool. How do I overcast it?
You point it the other way.
I'll just do it.
So really weird. You just turn 90 degrees to the right.
I'll just do it for normals. Spellcasting bonus is still nothing. I'm going to assume it's nothing.
Yeah, I think so. Righteous hatred. Now, is that going to be still cast? Is that going to be the Vindicators thing? Oh yeah, it is. You deal 1+ damage against enemies of that type. So yeah,
Yeah,
because he's so bloody angry.
yeah.
Wow, 3 successes.
Yeah, so we've got 3 successes. The description of Arcane Blast in Milo's sheet says +1 additional
1
S.
plus additional success.
1 plus additional S.
Yeah.
What's meant by that?
So it's 1 damage, and then plus additional successes. So the additional successes are 2 additional. So it's 3 damage total.
So each creature is going to suffer 3 damage but if they're a demon, they suffer 4.
Yes. And if they're swarms, they suffer double. Which is 8.
Yeah, so it's 8 damage on each of the swarms of Nurgling,
Damn.
and 4 damage on both the Sloppity Bilepiper. No, 4 damage on the Sloppity Bilepiper and 3 on Molasses.
Yeah.
It doesn't ignore armor, though.
No.
So
Yeah,
you're probably
so-
fine.
Was it 3 damage? Okay, so it's taken.
Except none of us are wearing armor.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah, Molasses, you take 3 damage.
Not in well for Zuriel.
But all of the Nurglings, all the swarms are down to just 2 Nurglings each. So that was a total of 24 Nurglings killed in one go.
Oh, Mannion would be proud.
As they blasted. Yeah, this is when the session ended last time. It was like, oh no, I can't get to use my Nurgling, my anti-demon OP shit.
Yeah. Bright Sigmarine light shines throughout all the clearing, and you hear lots of tiny little ultrasonic exploding little
Wait.
bags of goo.
Yeah, they do that.
Mm.
Actually, to be fair, they do that. There's a thing that happens when they explode.
Oh no. Molasses.
Thank you for that tip. What's the range?
Each
Nice.
creature in close range,
There you go.
which is in the same zone.
Does it help if you're stealthed?
I shouldn't have used my melee bonus because, well, I can. Okay. Cool. Whose turn is it now?
Well, it says when a Nurgling dies,
It makes sense.
each creature in close range suffers 1 damage.
Wouldn't they all suffer as the swarm's dying? Wouldn't they all?
And
I guess they
20
acid.
and 24 died.
Yeah.
I
24
feel like
died.
If you take that completely literally, it will immediately kill everything in close
Yeah.
range,
Hang on,
including other enemies.
Yeah, it's
Which
when a
just
Nurgling
doesn't seem to make any sense.
when a Nurgling swarm is damaged, each creature in close range suffers the effects.
But surely Nurglings, they're immune to their own bile and pus, surely.
However, both the damage suffered increased by 1 per Nurgling slain.
Oh wow. How? What? What?
You would just never have a Nurgling swarm, would you?
I moved that we ignored that. That is absolutely nonsensical.
But
Yeah,
that
Nurglings-
means
Nurglings-
that, like,
Well-
more than 5 Nurglings in one space is just a bomb that will kill anything nearby.
It's
if
close.
killed
It's close
in
range.
any way.
yeah,
Wait,
that's
close
their
range.
value.
Wait, but close range is
It's in the same zone.
close range is literally a melee combat, not like.
I think
No,
that's
it's
short-
in- it's in
that's
the same
short
zone.
range.
Close range is anything in the same zone, Lattice.
Oh well, fuck that. Yeah, obviously. That's insane. That makes no
I
sense.
don't know. I don't know.
I'll take short range. Yeah, so as they're not running up to and just stabbing a bunch of Nurglings. I get that. That makes no sense. They would just explode so violently they could just, yeah, like you say,
I mean,
napalm strike.
you fought them before and seen them explode. It was just
That's-
Yeah.
It was a smaller swarm. So
Yeah.
I would let you retcon your movement, Molasses, if you were like, I'm not going to get too close to them. And on your turn, you can still run in and backstab Sloppity if you wanted.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's such a weird concept because obviously, like, a zone is a zone, so it's like being further away in a zone or closer in a zone. Can't we just change their explosion to just short range so you can't melee? You wouldn't melee attack them.
No,
That's
short
surely the
range
best
is
record.
worse. Short
So
range
close
is
range. Close range.
That's what it is. It's in the same zone.
Short range then. Whatever the melee attack thing is, that is what it should be.
Engaged. If you're engaged with
Yeah, engage or like with an arms like that. I get that splashing acid. That makes a load of sense.
I think the encounters are balanced because of
Yeah.
this. Like that's the Nurgling puzzle, right? You have to defeat them at range.
Sure.
So I think if we neutered them, just because,
I think we forgot that they were so insanely deliberately hyped up to do that in that way, and it would be not fun if Molasses was just killed because Zuriel did what Zuriel would do,
which was literally attacking her anyway. But still,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's okay if Molasses was the same.
yeah, no, agree. I just think that rule is bizarre. From a, it feels like the simplest rule is just changing the distance to close and not short. But it's fine either way, because I can.
Well,
would
would you have shadow stepped literally right, like a tree behind them, or would it have been?
Yeah, I mean, where I put it is like in a tree clump near to them, which again, in my point,
say like the zones are like this. Would you want it to be that close, or because on your turn you can still move in?
Yes, well, I mean, the difference is, of course, obviously to backstab, I have to be undetected. Whereas, so you feel the longer you run at them for, the more likely you are to be detected.
You passed your stealth test. I'm not going to say.
Fair, yeah.
During your movement, you were detected.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I can end up in. I can be in this zone still. I can
that
still
seems like
stuff
the
to
most
move.
elegant solution.
Yeah, but just was clear that if a Nurgling explodes, the entire zone they're in nuked.
Yeah.
Which is fine because I have a great ability for this, so we're all good. Can you leave us up? Yeah, leave us
It's
up.
a reminder. It's a reminder that the zones are like a really subjective.
Yes.
That are built around the encounter.
It's fine. This all still works totally fine. It changes one thing. I was going to ask interesting questions because it's fun. My blood sacrifice ability is a funny one because it's obviously when a sentient creature dies via death, you spend metal and then you get bonus based on how many have died. It says a swarm counts as a single creature, but when like that, I was thinking when that many Nurglings had died, but not a whole swarm, but obviously more than a swarm was worth. I was trying to figure out how much that would have counted as. It's a weird one. It was more out of curiosity because I was going to think about doing it because eager to do it.
Each swarm is 9. No, sorry, 10. No, 9 Nurglings.
Yeah. So it's weird.
They count as individual souls or lives or whatever. Lives.
Yeah, but that's why it's interesting. But like, because I mean, I'm thinking more in like terms of the game itself. A lot of creatures just died, but just because each of those had 2 Nurglings left, even though more than 2 swarm amounts of Nurglings died, it still wouldn't give a bonus to this thing. It's interesting. I was going to ask if that would count if it was like more because it was 2 swarms worth's amount of Nurglings, or the fact that literally just because a swarm hadn't been wiped out entirely, it wouldn't count. Just curious. It doesn't matter now. I'm not in the same zone.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't count the swarm as a single creature. I'd count them as just like this is 9, but instead of using 27 tokens, I'm just using 1.
Yeah. So do you think you'd account that as 2 creatures worth? That 20 is 24. And it's more future reference. Because I get why obviously they wouldn't say that counts as 24 deaths. So you get 24 bonus dice. I get that. But it'd be weird if it didn't count. If it didn't count for anything. Because
I mean, I think. Well, we can't have it both ways. I can't say 24 Nurglings died to do 24 points of damage and say that it doesn't count for your thing as well.
Yeah.
I think what I probably should have done is probably spread them out a little bit more in terms of zones.
Sure.
But it's the tricky thing about this system, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's hypothetical because I'm not in the zone when they died, and so it doesn't matter. It's fine. Cool. What initiative?
4, I think, after 5.
What?
So
well, let me have some fun. Don't worry, I've got this all covered. So, going in for a classic backstab. Here we go on Mr. Bilepiper. Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah, backstab is just the classic. Yeah. Double damage, ignores armor. Brilliant.
Oh, I
Here we
see
go.
what you mean. So I didn't see a thing. A swarm counts as a creature.
Yes, it says that. But
okay.
so many members of 3 swarms have died.
Yeah.
Like more than 2 swarms worth. It would seem weird to be like, no, there's been no violence or death here to count towards this blood sacrifice. Just because there's a couple left per swarm.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's how they've had to balance it. Because it's
good to know.
Yeah, I think unfortunately.
Good to know. No, good to know. So I was checking just for future reference. Lovely. Right, we're going to backstab on Bilepiper. Here we go. Let's go. Watch out. DM, what's his defense?
It is. I'm good.
Good. So I'm good melee. Although, good. Of course, with my Soulfang Dust, I have +1 damage on melee attacks. So that's fine. That's just damage. That's great. A lot of damage on this. Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage. So that's fine. So target DM is 4. Am I going to metal on this? I think I might as well. I think I can kill him in one go, to be honest. I'm going to metal my focus. So if if I use metal on my focus, do I add a bonus to my melee when I do the roll? I can't remember. I always get so lost in this.
Actually, sorry. On his turn, he would have taken the dodge action, so his defense increases by 1 step.
Okay, so it's 5.
So it's 5s.
So let me start again then. No worries. Here we go.
I think that's everything he could have done.
So if I want to, I'm going to want to add lots of focus points. So do I don't add that. I'll just give myself more focus points manually when I go into it, or do I?
So it's training. Double your training before.
Yeah.
Double your focus after.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to double my focus after, and that's fine. Which is 2 anyways. That's great. Cool. Okay. Well, let's go. See what we get. Okay, it's not great. So I have 4, but I'm going to say I have 4 focus points.
Yeah.
Which doesn't actually. Oh my god, that doesn't help me a lot at all. Oof. Hoo-wee. That was a good move taking that dodge. Well, this is rubbish. This gives me.
He's basically like skipping around.
Yeah.
Playing a tune.
It's a very bad roll as well. Okay, well that is. Okay, no, I got 4, so yeah, I really had 2 successes from 4 focus. Just massing it. Yeah, that is really frustrating. Fine, so it's 2 successes, which is 2 damage plus 1 damage from my Soulfang Dust, and then double that is 6 damage. Ignore that one. Pathetic. Pathetic.
Okay.
These are metal, so yeah, that's it. That's pathetic. But I'm going to use my hit and run attack to strike fast and then dash away, avoiding retribution. Once per turn, if you deal damage, you can move from Jason's zone as a free action. So I skip away again. Yeah, and then skip back to where I was. Not in cover, but out of the way.
Nice. Orixion then.
Yours.
I fire a lightning bolt at Molasses for no reason other than to be a big meanie.
I've only had 1 turn as Zuriel so far, and
Well, it was a
Milo.
bloody awful turn.
Would Milo have done that, yes or no? I'll answer that for you. Yes, he fucking would.
Oh, he definitely would.
Right. Orixion is going to zoom with his magical wings, which he's just going to check whether they allow him to move twice as far as normal or not.
Would they?
Shut up, Daryl.
They've got to do something, right?
Your flying speed is it fast? So you move an extra zone.
There you go then.
Hang on, I have a where is it? I know there's a thing in the book which says about flying in the jungle. Flying movement rates are reduced by 1 step, so it's down to normal.
Okay. So
are your wings part of your armor, or is it a separate thing?
So I am still wearing. They are attached to the chest plate of my arm. I'm still wearing just the chest plate, which makes everything 1 step more difficult, I think. I can't remember how we worked it out, Olly.
It's +1 difficulty or complexity.
But other than that, he's just like in his fucking Sigmar Y fronts. It's tricky actually because Orixion doesn't really have any proper ranged attacks, and if I'm down to normal movement at flight, which will just be one zone, then I can't really do much. I can do a double move, and that's it really. So I'll do that. Orixion will fly forwards to the adjacent zone. I suppose I could then spend a metal to move into their zone and another metal to do my lantern, right?
Yeah.
If I really wanted to go ham, or indeed do a charge now into Sloppity to try and do him a slash.
I hate that he's actually called Sloppity. I hate it so much.
Isn't it wonderful?
I hate it.
Yeah, go on. Orixion wants to prove himself. He's going to spend both of his metal to zip forward, and then do we lantern or do we try and do a charging slash on Sloppity?
If you lantern and kill Nurglings, they will explode.
They will explode and kill me.
Achoo.
Yeah, it's the Starblade into Sloppity Bilepiper then.
Cool.
Which will be 6 of your Earth dice. What's its melee? Sorry, defense again.
Currently great,
Great.
because he's doing a jolly jig.
Oh, that's
Telling
really
you.
cool.
And worse than that, retcon does great as well, just to really put a sting in you.
He's like the chaotic Tom Bombadil.
It's actually exactly what. That's a really good idea of what he is. Yeah, all right. So I'm hitting on 5s then, because my melee is good. I get 2, but I do have focus, I believe. I do have focus now. Yes. Yeah. So that's 3 successes plus 1 damage. So it's 4 damage in all.
Right. You slice into him, perhaps lopping off a tube from his pipes, his gut pipes.
More discordant.
Yeah. Let's start yeah, and he's looking pretty worse for wear.
Nice.
Okay, is that your turn?
Wonder what the initiative the Nurglings are.
They are 4, so they are going well. It's if they were higher than 1, they'd still go before Carrich. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I think they'll move like
Oh, Lord.
this.
Orixion ain't afraid.
There's only 2 of them now, first ones. That's a lot less. That's actually.
Yeah.
Oh, like, wait a minute. Retcon damage on me then, because I wasn't in the same zone.
Yeah.
Love it. Zuriel knew all along. That's why he called the blast.
Weaseling your way out every single time.
So Sloppity gives Nurgle demons increase of their melee and accuracy by 1 step. So the
Damn.
Nurglings go from poor to good, average. So plus add 1d6 to attacks per Nurgling. So it's 4d6. What's your defense, Molasses?
So many. Average. I haven't had to give my defense for about 20 sessions. I don't think. Not very well. Not getting hit.
I'll only get one attack.
There are only 2 of yours.
But you don't have any armor, do you? So
No.
you take it. And then a 4-1 fortitude test, albeit by Zend.
4-1 fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck. Yuck. Seems like it should be possible. It's very possible.
Nice. And then I'll do the 8d6. No, actually, that's going to be cheating. I'll do one at a time onto Orixion. That's definitely a fail.
Did anything happen to me? Did I take damage? What happened with the...
Yeah, you took 1 damage
right, sorry.
from their attacks, but you weren't poisoned.
Oh, good.
Orixion, what's your defense? Is it good, average?
It's... Well, ordinarily it would be 2. I'm assuming it's 1 now, because I'm only wearing half my armor.
Yeah, but your defense rating?
Oh, sorry, it's average.
Okay, so it's still 4s then. So 2 successes. So that is 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yes.
Okay, of which I can lose 1. If I've still got 1 armor from my chest plate, then I can miss 1 of that. But I take 2.
Yeah.
2 toughness damage.
And then a 4-1 fortitude test. Albeit poisoned.
Easy, mate.
And that was the second one, actually. E.
It's lucky, innit? 2, 2, and a 6.
And then it's Carrich.
Oh my god, really? Wow. Okay.
The fight is still going on.
So, first action. Move into a zone. Done. Metal. Charge in. Should I charge in? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How many Nurglings are left here?
2 in each swarm currently.
2?
Yes.
Charge in. Let me get my stats. So I'll need to add 1 die to this. So my melee is good. What's their defense, sir?
Their defense is average.
No,
So
yours, Olly.
Oh,
Yeah, what's
poor.
your defense?
It's very poor. My emotional defense.
Shit, I forgot to use my... Oh no, I already used my metal. Okay, good. So that's 1 more success, which means 2 successes if I use my focus point, which is 4 damage on that swarm. Not a lot, but...
Yeah, you kill it. Take 2 damage in return for killing them.
I've got no armor, right? So I just need to reduce... Boop, boop.
Yeah, and then a 4-1 fortitude test.
A 4-1 fortitude test. Good thing I am amazing at fortitude. I'm not really, but whatever. Oh, yay. I guess I am good.
I think you are.
Yay.
Cool. Then it's new round, and I guess it's your turn.
Yes, and now my defense is increased because I started the round close to enemies.
Did you?
Well, yes. So this is...
When you kill them,
Close range.
shit, you're right. It is close range, not short range. Damn it. How dare you, Olly? I thought you were my friend.
You usually don't.
Right, in that case, I shouldn't charge in now because I will be... Ah, fuck it. I'll charge in and attack the annoying Piper. I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to.
Bilepiper.
Shut up.
If you don't use his name, we won't know what character you're referring to.
The guy who's playing the bagpipes. There you go. What's his defense, please?
Great still. Great.
Some 5s then, I guess. Oh, I forgot to roll. Oh, well, I still killed them. And I'll add one more. Bloop. This is beyond embarrassing. But I use my metal to increase to double my focus, which means that I have 2 successes, which is 4 damage.
Okay. You give him a smack with your hammer
Bing!
as he skips on by,
Right in the bagpipes.
Right in the bagpipes.
and it wheezes out a deafening tone. He looks very angry at you before he continues to skip along.
That's all I can do. I only have 1 point of metal, so.
And says, "It is my turn now." Don't know why he's Ian McKellen.
Why not?
I shall play the bagpipes.
Me.
Cool. It's Sloppity's turn, everybody.
Uh-oh. Alright, what's he up to?
What's he up to?
What's he up
As he skips by you, Orixion, he's going to hit you with his Marotta. I don't even know what that is. It's 5d6.
5d6. Shit.
I think he buffs himself as well, so he's actually great at the moment, melee wise.
Yeesh.
Oh dear.
So that's 5 damage.
Well, I take 4 of it,
Come on, Metal Angel.
putting me down to toughness 3.
What defense are you at, Carrich, at the moment?
I am at good because I reduced 1 because of my charge, but I increased 1 because I started initiative, and anyone else who starts, after me, I get a point of defense against them.
Fair.
Hehe.
He's going to use his first point of metal and hit you.
How dare you? I'll never tell you my defense next time.
So he's at great, you're at good. So I'm actually hitting on 3s. So
Yeah, that's 4
hit
damage.
you 4 times, plus the 1 damage, so it's 5 again. As he skips past you, smacking you.
Oh, the tiddly tiddly. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I'll apologise to all of our Irish viewers
Yeah, when we have
on my Twitter.
as soon as we get some viewers, you'll apologise.
Yeah, just in advance for everything.
Just run it
It's
for
wise.
long and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Just start apologising now.
yeah. Apologies for Michael, just because.
What?
Apologies for including Michael.
we're just so sorry.
Yeah. And then I think he's going to skip into this zone
Bloop.
and hit you, Molasses.
How many
'Cause-
turns does this guy get?
Surely
he's
he
got
can't just
2
walk.
metal.
Whoa!
Ah,
He can't just walk out of combat.
Got metal?
Surely he can't
Yeah.
just leave combat without any repercussions or forfeiting any turns or.
It's actually a good point.
He was locked in combat. He can't just waddle off.
Well, I was trying to be nice and not hit one of those 2 again, but
What? No.
but he
fuck
does
that.
have a point. Like, I know I'll probably get the actual hit, but he does have a point.
You can't just stroll out.
See, at these moments, I realized that I should have defended instead of attacked because that's what I'm good at, but I didn't because I'm dumb.
It's exciting.
if only we had someone who would rag on you for not being a good enough tank.
Yeah, he's busy skateboarding right now. No, not skateboarding. What am I saying?
Nice enough.
He's on an
Snowboarding.
extreme
I love
skateboarding.
that. Alright,
I'm the skateboarder.
I'm going to roll on a 1 to 3, he goes for Orixion, 4 to 6, he goes for Molasses.
We've still
Alright, so
not.
you're gonna.
Sorry, not Molasses.
You said Molasses now.
Too late.
It's fine, it's only 3 damage.
Well, that's enough to take me down.
Oh.
To the Paradise City.
Take me down. Alright. So that's a minor wound because I had 1 health, well, 1 toughness. So that means that I got down to 0 and then got hit in again, which is a minor wound.
Okay, and now it is Zuriel's turn.
I assume he'll just lob a big bomb in there again, as always. Surely.
Oh yeah.
Surely. I mean, obviously, they've done it before. He'll do it again.
Oh, I'm starting to relate to Milo now with all the fucking salt that gets thrown around as soon as anyone damages anything.
Never relate to Milo.
Not
That is the
anything.
number one rule of playing games with Milo. You do not relate to Milo.
That's the rule of Milo Club. Don't relate to Milo. Don't look Milo directly in his eyes. Okay, Zuriel will move up 1 zone and then cast
Mystic Shield.
No. That'd be fun. What is he?
Sensible.
He's going to cast an arcane bolt on Sloppity himself.
So he's not going for the big explodey one again.
Not this time.
Oh, that's interesting.
No,
I
not.
wonder what's changed about the combat.
Let me just double check if you can shoot into combat. Actually, I don't know if it's one of those things you do. Rules.
Your moustache is wonderful, Daryl.
Thank you.
I honestly am very jealous of your moustache growth because even as my beard has become better and better over the years, my moustache has just never kept up. It's very wispy.
That is dense. That is real. Yeah.
No, it is quite dense. Yeah.
Yours is superior to mine, Mike, but not anywhere.
No.
Anywhere near Daryl levels.
Thank you.
I don't think there's any penalty shooting into combat, so go ahead.
All right. Arcane Bolt then into Sloppity.
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 Sloppity poppity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Baby. So we get 3 successes for a damage of 4 plus an extra 1 for him being a demon.
He is toast.
Ooh, yummy. And as a special treat, I won't crow as much about it as Milo would have done. Yeah. Zippity zappity zap zap. And
Nice.
shoots a big hole through the bag of the bagpipes and just like so one last horrible discordant wail as all of the foul smelling air from inside gets blown out.
Exactly.
I guess Zuriel could spend a metal to do that again on one of the Nurglings. Got to kill him sometime. Yeah. So yeah, he'll do another arcane bolt into the nearest lot of Nurglings that are next to Orixion.
Sure.
So there's only 2 of them left, right?
Yes.
Okay, so only hit once that time, but it's 3 damage because it's +1 and +1 for them being a demon.
Yeah, they die, so everyone in the zone take 2 damage.
That's Orixion and Carrich both take 2 damage.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed.
I think that's only another minor wound, is it?
I mean, it's 2 more damage while I'm at 0, so would that be minor?
Let me just double check. A minor, serious wound is if you suffer 2 to 4 damage from a single source. So that's 2 spaces on your wound track.
Okay. I only have 1 wound left.
Oof.
Orixion will heal you.
Yeah, it's Orixion's turn now.
Orixion heals Carrich. Orixion will charge into the remaining Nurglings and slash at them with his star blade.
Shaplang.
Slash.
Oh, that's not going to work because I need an extra dice. So ignore that. Oh, so ignore that. 6
Put that
dice.
light out.
Put that light out. Good, and they are defense average.
Yes.
Those 3s, and I do have a focus as well, so that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Nice.
successes, so 6.
They are dead. Take 2 damage, Orixion and Molasses.
Could have just waited. I could have got out of combat and done something against that. It's fine. Fuck it. I have to take damage somewhere, I suppose.
We solved the demons puzzle.
I would say very, very poorly.
Yeah, very poorly.
I was rating our ability. I don't think we did did our best work.
Yeah, I did not play Carrich as he should have been played in this case, and I suffered greatly for it.
I think what we all learned is that it's not good for only one member of the party to have any ranged damage potential.
I could do range attack. I could have nuked the area, but it was that confusion at the start with the old
That's true.
potions. But I still have to. No, I can cast. No, I'd be in there to cast it. See, I was still at fucked with my asphyxiation. No, I've only got arcane bolt actually.
Are we now relatively safe and in a position to camp with the expedition?
Well, yeah. I mean, how healed is Carrich? That's the kind of big concern.
Yes. There's now nothing between you and the Stormvault.
Should we get in the Stormvault and then rest?
I mean, potentially, if we could get there and try and find a safe place to camp, like just within the.
It's kind of what I'm thinking, but
Kind of
also
doorway
there's,
sort of
there's
thing.
likely to be more shenanigans the closer we get. I can't see us doing a long rest when we're so close.
No, we only need a short one, but during
Okay.
that short one, Orixion can attempt to heal Carrick's wounds.
That's 1 minor wound, right?
Let me just check,
Okay.
because I am not remembering. Medic. Instead of taking a rest, you can choose to spend the length of the rest treating one ally's wounds. You do not gain the benefits of the rest. You can treat 1 wound at a time. So if the ally has multiple wounds, you must tell the GM which wound you are treating. To adequately treat the wound, you must succeed on a mind (medicine) test. The DN of the test is determined by the type of wound you are trying to treat. If you succeed on the test, the ally's wound severity reduces 2 steps instead of 1 at the end of the rest. This means a severe wound will be completely healed, and a deadly wound is reduced to a minor wound. If you fail the tests, your allies' wounds do not heal at all. Your failed attempts to heal them means they do not gain the benefits of a rest.
Okay, so I do have a minor and a serious wound.
So the rest is the 8 hours one. And the take a breather is the short rest, the 10 minutes rest. But in the jungle, it only restores 1 point of toughness.
So you wouldn't
Well,
heal a wound anyway.
yeah, that's the best we
Yeah.
can do, so I'll take it.
And nor would a rest unless you obviously did the medic thing.
However, if we manage to get into like the outer part of the Stormvault and find a safe place to camp there, would that still count as jungle, or would that count as a place where healing could happen?
Yeah, it's well,
I doubt
I
the
think
Stormvault would be safe.
I think like in D&D, it's like you can't just take a full night's rest in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So you'd have to wait until like a day has passed, I think, essentially.
I think that massively nerfs the medic talent. If you can only heal anyone's wounds at night time. right?
Well-
Like, there's no form of rest that we can take during the day that allows Orixion to heal anybody's wounds as the medic.
I mean,
I'm not saying
normally-
that's necessarily wrong. It just seems a bit.
I mean, rest. You can clear one space on the wound track. So with a medic, you'd be able to do that plus like a serious wound. So it'd be like 3 spaces.
Yeah, but only overnight. Only when a rest takes place, and a rest you just said can only take place at normal sleeping time.
Yeah. I guess it's not so much first aid. It's probably more like proper hospital treatment, I guess.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I don't think I looked at whether there were any other kind of more field triage type thing.
Yeah, and to be fair, like it's quite hard to heal wounds. So if you're able to heal wounds, that is still quite powerful. But yes, I guess I will be nerfed that because wounds are, as we discussed, we're all quite tanky. Wounds are kind of really kind of make us weak. So it does make sense, and they are quite hard to move while you're out on adventure. So even having the ability to do it at all feels quite powerful. But yeah, it's a shame.
That being the case, though, I think getting a safe place to sleep the night and heal some wounds should be our first priority, because otherwise Carrick's going to die.
But can we still do a short rest and heal anything?
We won't heal anything from a short rest.
You can recover 1 point of toughness.
Single point of toughness.
But surely he has no point of toughness right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think 1 point is better than nothing, I guess. But still,
I
am your front line. Just keep that in mind.
I would take a short rest if we can, at least.
Sure, I just don't think it's particularly important. I think it's like we just need to get a long rest in, or else one of the characters.
Yeah, no, I obviously a long rest would be ideal. The problem is that I
We're
don't
not going to get one.
see how that is possible given our situation. I mean, this kind of explains the reason why the previous team of people that tried this died, because it's not easy.
True.
Guess so. Well, Orixion would reason that it would be more likely for us to find a safe camping spot away from the dangers of the jungle, and would say we should press on to Stormvault, find a safe space there to treat our wounded. That's what Orixion would say. Zuriel.
You want to step away from the Stormvault to get the day you want to go to it to rest.
Just a camp. I don't think it's wise to go next to the Stormvault to camp. It's being searched for.
I suppose we could go camp and Molasses could go keep watch on it and report back if there's any thing we need to respond to. But
why not? But why not camp while we still can? Well, without.
You say we still can. Anybody can turn up at any more. We're talking about waiting like a good 18 hours now, right?
But we could also get to the Stormvault and we could find an army waiting for us there.
Yeah, don't forget you were racing the Black Scale Coils expedition as well.
Yes,
and there's a bunch of Nurglings running around.
I'm as in favour of anyone as making sure the party is healed up. It's always a very difficult feeling going into like a big combat or a big scenario, knowing that we're a bit weak. But it doesn't make. Can we use any of our resources to heal up? They can't help.
Yeah, you can use your Gyranis.
Oh yeah. What can we do with that?
Wounds, does it?
No.
That's just toughness, though, right? Yeah.
But if you get toughness back up, then at least you'll be, we'll just keep.
Yeah, probably should use that. So it's 1 per 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to rest or not? Because obviously I need to.
We might. I think we might as well do a short rest because we get a bonus anyway. We might as well.
Okay. Okay, so I'll use the Aqua drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go.
And then I spend it all on drugs.
It's alright. I've next enough back from the Hogshead. I'm back up to 300.
Alright, so I'm back up to full toughness, but I still am very close to death because I only have 1 wound left.
Yeah, there's just no other way around it, I think. At least you got your.
I mean, this is the best thing we can do right now, so. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm completely fine with it. I always harp on about like I do want these games to be difficult, so I am completely fine with this. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I just don't.
Did you say that like last week that these games are too forgiving?
Yeah. Again, like, did you see me unhappy at any point?
I know you like being on the edge.
I mean, I actually was the one who suggested that the Viper should attack me, not Molasses, because he should have been in combat.
Yeah.
I
went along with what you said.
Good. Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, you're a champ.
Okay, so we've taken a 10-minute breather and
Yes.
downed some healy juice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
not
tell
for
us.
anybody's underlying wounds.
No.
Press on into the Stormvault!
That's all we got.
Lots of
For
secrets
Sigmar!
within.
Lego.
All right.
Okay.
So, the valley, as you go through it, contains nothing else of interest. Just crumbling stones, constantly under assault from vines and moss.
Thank God.
60 feet from the base of the ziggurat, the decay and corruption comes to an abrupt halt. Neatly laid flagstones cover the ground. The moment you set foot upon the flagstones, you feel fresh air and a cooling breeze, the first respite from the stifling jungle temperatures you've had in a month.
Oof, nice.
The surviving members of the expedition collapse in relief on reaching the ziggurat. The expedition start to set up a base camp at the foot of the ziggurat.
So, pretend someone doesn't know what a ziggurat is, or can't visualize one very clearly in my head. I'm thinking tall tower, but I'm wondering if there's
Think like Aztec.
I'll draw one for you.
Aztec build thing.
So
It's like a pyramid with like steps.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, cool, gotcha.
It's not smooth. It's.
So we get there. We see a door, or some kind of entrance. I assume closed or barred or.
Yeah. So are you having a little bit of a? By the way, you just kind of totally left Doward Heartrock's head in the jungle.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll get on with that.
Yeah. So, Molasses, are you having a bit of a look around the ziggurat?
That was I wanted to do a little zip around the edges and see what entrance points there were, because it seems a bit silly setting up camp here if there's a big open door on the back of it.
So you see, as you come forward towards it, you see a big set of doors.
Great.
As you move around the side, you can see steps ascending and then going up to the top of the ziggurat, which is kind of just flat. And as you turn the corner around the side, you actually encounter 16 drake spawn.
I was, of course, shadow stepping and being stealthy.
Yes,
I would tell that. I hope that always goes without saying. I know usually like us to say that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you say drake spawn as in dragon babies?
So they're horse-sized reptiles.
Babies.
Oh my god, I want one.
Understandable.
Wait,
With,
okay, I need to see this.
Tethered to posts driven into the ground. In between them is a substantial pile of supplies. And there is one of the Knights of the Order Serpentis guarding them.
I need one of these.
Is that a Seraphon? No.
So they were the ones who were in the camp, the first camp you went to. The ones who basically train and.
Yes. So we like them enough.
They're
No, but these are completely different.
They're velociraptors.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so nice.
My question was this: so we got to at the ziggurat. It's all clear. Is that because again, defoliant is kind of swirling around? What can we perceive? What's like making it all nice here?
Or maybe someone like Orixion would feel. Maybe it is the magics of Sigmar's magic, keeping the corruption at bay.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
The only line I've got down by those guys: we arrive at a lake greeted by elves of the Order Serpentis who used defoliant to survive the jungle. I seem to remember we did very poorly trying to convince them to give us a magic steed last time.
Yes.
But by all accounts, they're friendly. But he's just fucking rucked up by the edge of this thing and just chilling. Okay.
Well, it seems to be that this is expedition not too dissimilar from your own. But the members of the expedition are nowhere to be seen apart from one who's standing guard of their stuff. So you would probably surmise that maybe they have gone within the Stormvault already.
Yes. Have I? At this point, have I done a recce by the time I get to him? Have I kind of seen the size of it, or have I kind of hit this? I'm about to check out other entrances, I guess.
Yeah, so you do a whole loop, and it is just the door at the top, at the front, and then the steps leading up to the top, but you can't really see where they lead to.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'll report back because it's a bit of a sticky wicket. I'm not going to just murder this guy.
Very sticky wicket.
So I report back saying, well, interesting development. I found the vestiges of a Order of Serpentis expedition, but it looks like they are not. There's a good amount of supplies there if we wanted to be a bit of a naughty band of buggers, but we've got some supplies and some dragons born that we could utilize, but unfortunately the rest of the patrol up there, which implies to me either they've ventured somewhere else, which would be a very odd thing to do, or they've already entered the Stormvault. In which case, we either go in after them or wait here for them to come out and deal with them when they emerge. As far as I can see, no other entrances other than this one we're camping outside of.
Orixion says, it's very clear to me, and I'm sure to Zuriel, this area is suffused with the God King's own power. It's uncorrupted by the chaotic influences of the jungles beyond. We should make camp here temporarily, at least to get back our strength before proceeding inside.
Seems like a wise plan. The concern I would have would be there's a potential if... Ooh, holy moly.
That's pretty.
This is cool. So there's quite... Okay, more exploring to be done up those stairs. They really... Yeah, they lead somewhere. One potential disadvantage might be if we're camped here and at some point another band of raiders appears from behind us, and then the Order spend us to come out of this front gate, we will be pincer movement and squashed quite quickly. I won't be because I'll be hiding in that little shadow bit up there, but you will all be squashed. Perhaps we move inside the vault, or we have it in the plan because we could be surrounded.
I'll say I agree with the elf. We should press on, get inside.
100%.
Get the job done. Don't mess about.
Fully on board.
Will we fit our whole expedition in? It feels like...
I think the other people would not go inside. They're gonna stay at the camp.
May I suggest you camp the other side of the ziggurat from the... Because again, the door, it's open for me and just... Can we, again, I don't know, I don't have time yet, but I mean, yes, curious about the stairs. Would like to explore up the stairs more. If everyone will permit a bit of jiggling up there while you... So
we enter from the main entrance, and you enter from the top part?
But I don't know if you can wait 10 minutes just to have a quick...
I don't think I genuinely don't think that waiting for us is an option, or should be an option, because this is a race, right? And if we have proof that there's possibly people who have already entered, then we need to intercept and get whatever they're trying to get before they do actually get it.
I might be able to let Ethan hunt Mission Impossible down through like a vent.
So I don't have a problem if you want to go, take the high ground.
Well, how openable is this door? Am I worried? Is it open and be shut behind you permanently? If I could do it myself, yeah, I could go up, come back, catch up.
Well, I don't know.
Well, let's try it.
See the top of the ziggurat from where we are.
Not on the way.
So you kind of can't really see it, but you sort of see it. Just kind of this top bit just kind of ends, and then you can't see above that.
Okay. but there's no sign of life up there that we can see from the ground.
No.
Is there life on Mars?
Where Orixion will be like, if we insist on pressing ahead, then we should check out the external area first.
All right, I zip the top of the ziggurat. I see plenty of shadows on the side of that mountain.
So if we're not entering now, I am standing guard right by the entrance.
Great.
Okay.
Leaning on your hammer, like.
If anyone enters, they'll be swiftly pushed back inside. Oh, sorry, exits.
All right. So Molasses, as you climb up the steps, you get to the top step where you think it's just going to be flat. Then suddenly, it is more in shadow now.
Yeah.
The top of this ziggurat appears, and it is a whirling concentric set of rings and gyrating crystals. Beneath the engine is a silver cage, from which a bright glow emanates.
I am not the right person to be looking at something this complex. This is not my forte. Can it be stabbed?
Which bit?
I don't know. It's kind of all I can do, really. Okay.
So
that's not a hatch, is it?
it is a hatch.
It is a hatch.
Yes.
Does it look easily pliable?
Hang on. So you can do a extended Arcana check if you would like to try and deactivate this engine. No,
it's not. That's not what she's about. Or it will go well with it. Which I have 2 dice in Arcana. It's not gonna.
All right.
But the hatch.
Roll me a 4-1 survival, actually, as you look out over the jungle.
Better.
Over the valley.
I prefer survival. Yes, 2 successes.
Nice. As you look down from the way you've come and you look at the ruins of the city, you don't know why, but you feel like, from the way that you're seeing it now, it looks like a gigantic map.
Pretty fucking cool.
Oh no!
Oh, not cool.
What just happened? Why are you sad? What?
Why am I sad that a gigantic man is coming after us?
Map.
Thank God.
It's now the Eternals. There is a giant man coming out of the ocean.
Yeah. No one's going to notice that.
That was incredible. Good job.
Thank God.
Good job.
Map. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so it's like my perception's being altered by something to give me like
It's
map.
like Indiana Jones.
Which
Sort
one?
of. With the staff and it shows the light.
Yeah, that's kind of one.
Lights
Yeah,
every
it's a
time
fair.
it's an actual map.
Does it? Do I intuit anything from that? I didn't really know. Like, does it show a better route back to the?
You don't know what it's a map to.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Right. So it's not okay. It's not like mapping. It's literally showing like a dotted.
But it looks like some sort of you can see a kind of a pattern to it that just sticks in your mind. And I'll remind you when you'll see that again.
Okay.
If you do.
I've had a good memory, so that's lodged in there. So that's perfect. This hatch.
Yes.
Does it look pryable open?
Yes, it's a metal trapdoor. You were able to open it.
Okay, have a quick look down there. I'm not going to just jump in. Does it look
It's
like
too easy.
exactly. Lasers all pointed across the.
You just see a set of stairs going down into a corridor.
Okay. Well, then I despite the need for speed. I wish we need those Vox speeds again. It seems like a hassle to have to run back and forth. Yeah, well, I'm pretty nip. I'm quick, so I'm there. I do my quickest shadowing, stepping and being back to the team to yell. There might be a more sneaky way to get the drop on the team that have already got in. There's an entrance to the top of the ziggurat. Personally, both as a character and a player, love a two-pronged plane of action and would be well up for coming in at the front and the top, but I know it's not everyone's favourite way to play. So I will leave it up to you if we want to go in the front of the top. Or if we want to do both.
I'm actually not sure what Orixion would rather do. I suspect that, like, his instinct would be go in the top, it being a slightly less obvious way in, and closer to the strange engine, which he would probably like to have.
Also, there's a strange engine up here that someone should.
I kind of assumed that you'd mentioned the strange engine.
No, I'd actually completely forgotten. Literally, she'd pushed it. It wasn't interesting to her, but it did spring to mind as an afterthought. Oh yes, and there's some crazy looking thing that probably we'll never look at.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. Actually, we should. Let's all do that. Carrich.
But would Orixion, this is one of Sigmar's ancient Stormvaults, and people are desecrating it for all you know. If anyone should be here, it's you.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We go in. I don't think Orixion would be really emotionally driven to deliberately run right in the front door for the sake of running in right in the front door.
Fair play.
Zuriel, however, would, I expect, want to go straight in the front door and take a fair amount of convincing otherwise.
Carrich is right here, preparing to push back anyone who exits.
Good. I think Zuriel would rush towards the front door, find Carrich, and be like, "Come on, brother!"
So you're going in
two planes of action. Two planes of action.
No more
splitting the party.
Handsome enough. Let's go inside.
All right, don't have to tell Carrich twice. He just waddles in.
Orixion will just kind of shrug and kind of hurry along behind.
Through the main entrance, because that's the only entrance he can see.
Main entrance it is.
All right, Molasses, what are you doing?
Yeah, follow the party.
You can get one through the other side if you want.
I've heard before much chagrin about splitting up the party, even though I think it's amazing.
No, you
heard this from.
It was a fair few campaigns ago, but very initially there was a lot of pushback on. It's probably Milo. Let's be honest. There was a lot of pushback on splitting the party up.
Yeah, I mean it does leave some players sitting, not being able to be active. That's the main gripe.
Yes,
I think, but
it just feels too perfect.
It does feel quite realistic that Molasses would be like, "I'm going to sneak in this way and see what I can find."
Yeah, literally, I have nothing against you going in.
I'm up for it. Then I just puff at them and just scurry back up and slide down the stairs stealthily.
Important,
but
right. Let's do the front door people first then. So, the great bronze doors that once sealed the Stormvault have been torn open. Ropes and chains attached to the discarded harnesses are still fixed to the handles. Beyond the gate is a great hall illuminated by white light that gleams from hundreds of jewels arranged on the ceiling, forming constellations both familiar and alien. And you can see down here is the map. And you are in this main hall bit.
So would this be the entrance?
No, the entrance is here.
Okay.
And these 3 thrones here are what appear to you to be 3 large. These are large men, not maps.
Oh, God, did you know something?
And Orixion, to you, it looks very much like the middle one looks like Sigmar. The one on the left looks like Grogny. And the one on the right you don't recognise at first, but what you do recognise them as is a green skin with 2 heads.
Ah.
A green skin? Here? What?
And as you cross the threshold, the Sigmar one stands and says, "Halt, interlopers. Call myself and my companions by our correct names and titles, or face our wrath."
Ah!
It's not Yahweh.
It's not Jehovah. But wait, Sigmar begins with an I.
In ancient Sigmar, right? Sigmar.
I mean, Carrich literally just turns and looks at Orixion and like,
Shit. Okay.
So, unless you know the full... So I'd say that as a Stormcast you know the full name of Sigmar, or between you and Zuriel that you would. Sigmar Stormlord.
Sigmar Heldenhammer. Stormlord.
It is a DN63 theology test to deduce the others.
Easy.
But I'll give you an advantage on Grogny, obviously, because he's part of the Stormcast lore, right? You made all of your stuff, so it's a 5-3.
Okay. Orixion, I think, will do it because Orixion has 1 training in theology, where Zuriel has none. But Zuriel will support him. We do that?
Yeah, so adds 1d6.
Okay. So we'll roll the test, and it's a 5-2 for Grungni.
A 5-3, yeah.
Sorry, 5-3. So this is going to be 4 dice. Shit. We have not been successful.
All right. So between you and Zuriel, you failed to name the others.
I mean, I can name at least one of them, but I feel like that counts.
And so the one, the 2-headed green skin rises up and attacks you.
oh boy.
So start combat, initiative 5 first. So Zuriel first.
Youch. Well, Zuriel will straight off hit him with an arcane bolt, I suppose. Wow, it's real bad.
Nah.
Oh, we do have 1 focus, so it's actually 2 success. So 3 damage.
3 damage, you say?
Yes.
It glances off the armor of this green skin.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah. Any other attacks?
I guess that Zuriel will do a metal to go another attack. I'm just looking at some of Zuriel has many spells, and I didn't really look at any of the other ones.
He's got his punchy one, lightning punch.
It's punching. Why do you get lightning punch?
He's got his flashbang one.
Oh, yes.
Thunderous strike. Summon etheric lightning and imbue your hands with the fury of the God King before unleashing a mighty strike. Select an enemy within close range. At success, you deal 3 damage, ignoring armor. An enemy hit by this ability must make a DN 4S soul determination test to resist the stunned condition. Yeah, alright, I'll give that a go. Give that a go. And it's a 5-2, and then on a success, you deal 3 damage.
Wee.
Bosh! Additional success increases the duration of the condition if the target fails the test and is therefore stunned.
Alright, so 3 damage ignoring armor, first of all. And then soul, well, they've got 0 soul, so they are stunned.
Nice.
Ouch. Soulless.
And they stand for.
Mechanical
Is it
automaton.
Is that a melee attack? So you're in short range now?
Yes. That
Okay.
is short range.
Alright. Okay, so that's that turnover. So it's initiative 4 peeps. Just Orixion.
Yes. Orixion will. It's a good try the lantern, the light of Sigmar.
Oh wait,
Miracle.
hang on. It says this thing. What did he say this thing? Doesn't have a soul and automatically succeeds any soul tests to resist spells and other effects.
Ah.
So it's not stunned.
Okay.
It
It's
has
not
no
only-
soul.
Talk
Not only
about
not
blue
done
balling.
3 turns. It's not done at all.
No. There's it.
Good. Orixion will unleash the light of Sigmar. And make
that.
5-1 soul devotion test. Which is going to be 5 dices.
5 dices.
And I only get 1 success. Every time this fucking lantern comes out, the dice go back away. Yeah, it's only one. It's only 1 damage, which will do nothing at all. So I will spend a metal to try it again.
Okie doke. Oof. You cannot use the light against Sigmar's allies.
I mean, that's the sure. That's the story. That's, Orixion fucking sits down and cries. Next.
Right, initiative 2. This thing attacks. It will attack Zuriel, who just
Oh boy.
struck it. So it's 76. Well, it's got great melee. What's Milo's defense? Is it good? So it's 3, so it's 2, 4, 5.
It's average, not good.
Oh, average, you say? Well, it doesn't
Sorry,
make a difference actually.
good
It's
was
still-
my response. The answer to
Shit.
It's still 5. Although I have 2 focus, so I can actually make one of those a success. So it's 6. It's 2 plus successes, so it's 8 damage. As it swings a giant weapon at Zuriel.
Wow. Well, Zuriel. Now that we've all put our armor back on, which we have, we've all put our armor back.
Did you?
Yeah, I remember. Everyone else remembers when we said that, right?
Oh yeah.
I remember
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
distinctly when we all put our armor back on.
Yeah, as soon as we saw the
did it.
massive like Stormvault, we thought, you know what, this will be wise.
Yeah.
You should put armor back on.
It was the opposite of when we did the sexy strip off. We all just very sensibly looked at each other dead in the eyes, redressed.
Clear, cool, uncorrupted breeze is really chilling me. my armor back on.
Yeah, let me just double check if that says just in the jungle.
Oh yeah, we only put it back on if there wasn't a continuing debuff. That's what we did. Remember?
It says implement the rules below during the party's expedition to the Stormvault. So I imagine, within it should be fine.
Cool. So we have our armor back on.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, Zuriel only takes a measly 6 damage, putting him down to 3 toughness.
All right. And then it is Carrick's turn.
Well, so Zuriel's in trouble, obviously. So Carrich will charge in, I guess, to try to hit the statue that's hitting my friend. This is not going to end well.
It looks lifelike to you, actually. It doesn't look like a statue at all.
I thought you said it was massive.
Yeah, but it looks like a massive living creature.
Ah, okay. What's its defense, please?
Good.
Okay, so on 4s. Not that bad.
Faster mode.
Ooh, I also have one more coming because I charged in. Yay!
Hey.
Okay, that
Force for
is
days.
great. Because that means that that's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Yep, you give it a good wallop.
Okay, metal. I'm gonna attack it again. Just keep on beating at it. Pew!
So as you hit it the first time,
How dare you? Yes.
the 2-headed greenskin suddenly splits into 2 1-headed greenskins.
But no, I'll keep doing the same thing, and I'll just hit it again. And that is 4 successes if I use my focus, which is 6 damage.
Well, there's 2 targets now.
I pick the right one.
Okay, how much damage? Sorry.
6.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
And now it's the start of your turn.
Yes. So, first things first, mountain stance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't trust these things. Second is I will defend Zuriel. As in, like, actually use a defend action.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just so you know, since I use a defend action, that increases my defense by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's going to be attacking me is below me in initiative, which means that it increases my defense by 1. And I'm in close range of 2 or more enemies, which increases my defense by 1. So I have extraordinary defense. Good luck.
Wow, that's cool.
Nice.
You should defend more.
Yes, I should. We've learned that.
Cool, so it's initiative 5, so that's Zuriel's turn.
Yeah.
There are 2 targets now.
Is there any obvious difference in them that we can perceive in the heat of combat?
One
One of them's damaged.
Yeah, one of them Carrich just hit.
Right, of course. Sorry,
But they pretty much look like they were split down the middle, but they're still both armed
How does that even work?
because they had 2 weapons, of course.
No, but I mean, like, how do you get split in the middle and you still have... But you know what? It's
magic,
whatever.
Daryl.
Yeah, I mean, why am I trying to make sense of this?
Zuriel will go for another Dragon Ball Z punch on the damage the damaged greenskin statue thing.
Nice.
Oh! Oh! Boo!
Beep boop.
Oh.
Beep, 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 boop.
Hot
Not
shit.
Not bad, not bad. It's
But
another one.
obviously, the additional successes here only extend the stun, and it's immune to the stun.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really relevant, but it does hit, and it does 3 damage, ignoring armor.
Nice. Smash into it.
And then again, I guess he'll spend a metal to kind of try and 1-2 with
Nice.
something else.
Nice.
Either an arcane bolt.
I thought it was like double thunderous strike fist.
I mean, I guess he could, couldn't he? I think the arcane bolt probably has more potential damage
Because of the successes.
because of the, if you do loads of successes, it'll do the good shit. And also the devastating bolts talent he's taken means each 6 that you get gives an extra +1 damage as well. So we'll do an arcane bolt.
You do. Oh yeah, Nick, go ahead.
Although it does say range medium, so if
Yeah.
we're at close range, will that get a debuff?
Yeah, you go down 1 step.
Your
Your accuracy.
Fine. We'll just do another Dragon Ball Z punch then.
Hadouken. Wait, that's not right.
That's not Dragon Ball. How could you?
It's all the same.
Kamehame.
Leave now.
And never come back.
Nerds are out.
That was just for Olly, but I don't feel like he heard it.
The golem. Sorry, Schmeagol, I should say.
He got it. Yeah, so it's 2 successes. On a success, you deal 3 damage
Yep.
in Orion. So it's straight through.
Yep. So Zuriel 1-2 smashes this one, and it collapses and falls to the ground.
Yeah. Celestial Vindicators, ho!
And then the other one will attack him again.
It will do no such thing.
So what do I have to do?
Well, I'll defend it, so it'll attack me instead.
Okay. 76. Oh, I need 6s.
Oh.
It's got great, so it's 2 steps. 2 steps below, right?
So my defense is extraordinary, so it's 2 steps below, yeah.
Yep, so I still need 6s.
Yep.
I get 2 focus, so actually it's 3 successes. So that's 5 damage.
That's fine. I have 3 armor, so I'll take 2 damage.
Ah, yes. That armor
Man,
that you remember to put on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Proper
Yeah.
fucking tanky.
Yes,
Alright,
I am.
back to Carrich, your turn again.
That's literally the whole point of this character. That's why I
know.
fucked up. That's why I messed up earlier when I decided to attack instead of defend. So is this the only? So do we see anything weird happening with the other 2 figures, or is it just this one that's being
They are-
active with us?
Yeah, it's just this one.
Okay. So
Because you didn't know its name, and it's offended. It's a
Fine,
big
people.
snowflake statue.
right, time to. So I'm still in mountain stance, but I can still attack. So I'm gonna whack it twice with my. Blah, blah, blah. Great hammer. Is it great hammer? Yeah, it is. Shpa. Cool. So that's 5 damage.
Nice.
Or 2-handed swing, and with my metal, I'm going to trust that the rest can actually finish it. So I will help by doing the same thing again. Pa! And I can use my focus to get that into 3 successes, which is 5 more damage.
Okay. You smack at its feet, but it's still up. Orixion?
See, that's Carrick's fault. Why would you smack at its feet? He's so stupid.
Oh no, sorry, Zuriel. Zuriel first. Initiative 5.
Yes, because we're in a new round, of course. Okay, yeah. Well, Zuriel will probably stick to. Is there any problem with using the same spells over and over again? Are there any
No.
spell slots or spell?
No. You just run the risk of failing it and it doing that thing.
Exploding.
Perils, yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, he'll start with another thunderous strike then into the Mork or Gork, whichever one is still around.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's Mork or possibly Gork.
or possibly Gork.
Speaking of failing it.
Yeah. Whoops.
whoops!
Roll the table.
This is how I die. Yay.
Thank God I'm not in the room. it's all coming up molasses.
Millhouses.
Millhouses. Yeah, very nice.
What should I be rolling here?
Oh, I don't know. Let me try and find it. Spellcasting. Roll. If you do the next. Oh, the price of failure. Roll. Oh, the price of failure. The amount of d6 rolled is equal to the difference in complexity of the spell and the number of successes, so it's 2d6.
Alright. 2 and a 5.
So it's 7. The spell is cast, but it has the opposite effect. Damaging spells heal toughness, bonuses become penalties, allies are affected instead of enemies, and so on.
Okay, so we heal him for 3.
I think so. With Sigmar's energy fueling his own guardians.
Zuriel will spend a metal to punch him back and take it away again.
Undoing Carrick's good work. He's done it again.
Well,
Wow. Sounds like 12 dice. Didn't get a single 5.
that's
So that's another 2d6. I hope you're.
Oh yes.
Oh, you've healed it again. Back up to its full wounds toughness.
Yeah!
That's what you get for doing it again.
Oh!
Orixion's turn now.
Do you not have more metal?
I mean, Zuriel does have 1 more metal.
I mean, use it. It's back at it's at full health again. It can't get any better or worse for us.
I mean, unless I roll a worse thing for the failure.
You'd heal the dead one.
Bring it back to life.
I say go for it.
Zuriel, I think it's quite fluffy as well that Zuriel's just completely lost control
Yes.
of his kind of magical channeling here.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of angrily, faithfully pummeling whatever it is that's in front of him and watching it become stronger and being like, I don't know what to do, I can't stop working.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
He's going. Hey!
Yeah!
There are those 5s. Oh, you get an extra one as well. It's 4. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
you managed to bring it down to
what it started at. Yeah.
not even actually, because you healed it twice, so it's down to yeah, a bit more. Whoa there.
Sorry. I got too hot. All of the excitement.
Yeah.
Now it's Orixion's
turn.
Orixion will. Did Orixion even charge in before at all? No, he tried the lantern, didn't he? And it did fuck all.
Yes.
But we can't. I'm assuming we're all basically in the same zone anyway. So Orixion can't charge and get his flying charge bonus. So it's basically between doing the lantern again or going in for a slash. I think he'll go in for a Starblade attack on
Doke.
Mork or possibly Gork.
The defense is good.
And Orixion's melee is also good now. So we'll be hitting on the 4s.
Hey.
Oh. We do get 4 hits, which is 5 damage.
That's tasty. Yeah, nice.
And then Orixion, I guess, will spend a metal to give it a little backslash, double up.
Mm-hmm.
Less good. That is only the 2 successes.
That bounces off the armor.
3 damage, but he's got 3 armor. That's no good.
Yes. Does that mean that Carrich... Are you just defending Zuriel still?
No, because I attacked.
Okay.
Because I thought we would finish it.
He will now smash down on the thing that has been healing him, so... It's average, isn't it? So I'm great. So that's 2 steps above.
Okay, you're great.
So
Jesus.
I'm great. So I'm actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got a focus actually, so I can make those all successes. So it's 9 damage on Zuriel.
I'm sorry, how much? What?
9 damage.
It's a good thing Milo's in here.
On Zuriel, you say.
So Zuriel's down, and I think he has a brave one. What was the worst one that you can get?
So 2 is prevented by armor. 7 goes through. Zuriel has 3 toughness remaining. So we go down to 0 toughness, and there's still 4 damage to be given.
Did you give him toughness back from the rest?
Uh,
There's only 1, but still. Yeah.
It will make a difference. It's still a serious
also,
one.
I actually also didn't spend his Aqua Gyranis to heal up, which I did for Orixion, but I didn't for Zuriel.
Are you
Okay.
sure? Because he took a smack earlier, and he only got down to 3
What, in this
health. Yeah,
Yeah, I
one?
hit
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Maybe-
He got hit earlier.
Oh, that's the same combat. Oh, okay. Well, something to do with that.
Yeah, I must have done in that case. So disregard that.
So he takes a serious wound, which is two spaces on the heal, the wound tracker.
Okay, so how am I tracking this? It says wound
So you can see.
0 out of 5.
So right below the combat abilities, you can see on the right-hand side wounds. Just add a serious wound.
Okay, but there's also 0 out of 5. Do I want to put that up to 2?
No, it'll increase itself. You just add a serious wound.
Okay. So add 1 serious wound. Okay, gotcha.
Nice. Then Carrich, it's your turn again.
Oh boy! Okay. Well, first things first. Smack it to try and undo what
Smack
Zuriel did.
Twist it.
Bop it.
Bop it.
Kablam! That's
No,
a lot
no.
worse than I would have liked it to be.
Slam it.
A lot worse. That's just 4 damage.
Oh dear.
And for my second action, I will once again be defending the now wounded Zuriel.
Right. Zuriel is downed. Can't remember what you can do when you're wounded.
I do not remember this either.
I seem to remember you could attack.
I honestly don't know.
Mortally
that might be-
wounded. Oh no,
Sorry.
that's mortally wounded. Toughness. I don't know, actually. I think you can probably still attack.
At a disadvantage somehow.
Dealing damage. I don't know, it's not in a very useful place. Let's just skip him for now, and then we can look it up afterwards. Because if Orixion gets him, then finishes the fight, then it won't matter. But we can have a look.
Okay.
Maybe it's in the combat cheat sheet.
Okay. Well, for now, then I guess Zuriel would just kind of like crawl backwards out of immediate fighting range, anyway, to try and prevent him from being coup de grace.
Yeah, I mean it says.
I mean, Zuriel won't get damaged now because Zuriel is being defended by Carrich.
Yeah, but there's no reason why Khainite should have to defend him if Zuriel can crawl out of the fight.
I think. Sorry, it was mortally wounded is when you run out of wound tracking space, and that is when you are stunned and all that sort of business. So I think when you're wounded, you can still fight. I think that's
Okay.
right.
Zuriel uses Thunderous Strike.
Fair enough.
Then, in that case, with his severely broken and bloodied fingers. Woo!
Hey, it worked.
3 damage ignoring armor.
Yep, that defeats it.
Ah! Wounded Zuriel. Blood streaming from his unarmored fist.
Yeah, he should get a bonus when he's wounded to fight, probably.
Probably. There's an awful lot of shit in this cheat. Awful lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, cool. So you defeated other Guardians. So you see these 2 side compartments, and then you can also see these doors behind the statues. So whilst you decide what to do, we shall jump over to Molasses, who's probably really glad that they split the party.
I wouldn't have been any help.
You can't stun them, so yeah, you wouldn't really have done much.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Have I uncovered any kind of
So you are descending the stairs.
stealthily?
Stealth.
There's got to be loads. We're inside now. There's got to be loads
Yeah.
of shadows. This has got to be great. This has got to be.
So this is what you see on this little map here, in this sort of top floor.
Great.
They're almost sort of like spaces where where you surmise some sort of priests would live and conduct their business.
Lots of closed doors.
There's lots of ceremonial artifacts and regalia. You also, as you sneak around into one of the rooms, you hear noise, you hear activity.
Yes, well, that was my next. I was going to say I would listen to all the doors.
Yeah. And you can see 3 figures, two more Knights of the Order Serpentis, and the third is a woman who you recognise as the woman from the hospital, who you had your verbal sparring match with.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah. Eee. Ooh. Rematch time.
Ooh.
And they are sort
So where
of
are they?
they're sort of like not quite ransacking the place, but they are going through all
okay.
of the records and all the artifacts and everything. They're clearly trying to find something.
So as far as I can discern, there's only one room is occupied by those people, and the rest of the rooms are pretty.
Yeah, although it looks like they've taken the stuff from them and they're sort of sorting them into piles.
Definitely don't want to start combat. But if I could go down another floor and trigger more danger, they could rush up, and if they were killed by some other ones, that would be my fault. Oh yeah, this feels appropriate. I'll let's see. Clearly not found what I'm looking for. So time for some diplomacy, eh? I'll step out of the shadows and greet them.
And you say, "'Tis I."
No, I try and spook them, so I will.
Just in Molasses.
Appear as intimidating as I can out of the shadows. And, not menacingly, but my hands are on my blades, and there's a glint. Maybe I appear propped against a wall, candidly. Just found anything interesting lately?
They all jump, and the Knights Apprentice whip out their I don't know what they have, spears probably or something. What do they have? Got their data sheet here. Barbed lances.
No, I was going to say that I think they will carry like soft pillows. I think is their main weapon of choice.
Yeah, that's true. Feathers.
Yeah, just not tickly feathers.
They've got like hand crossbows and stuff. And she just looks at you and scowls and says, "You. How did you get in here?"
I'm everywhere. This is the one thing you should have learned by now. What's your name? There's no
Rude.
I literally don't know.
Was it the name like the name that she gave you?
Oh gosh, yeah, that's a good point. What was that?
Let me see if I can find it first. Braga Halt Whistle.
Okay, I did not write that down.
That was a fake name, if ever you heard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll call her
Underhill.
Mr. I'll call her Barbara then instead. It's me, Barbara. I'm here. I'm back again. And you're too late, I'm afraid. My entire party is downstairs. They've already secured the vault and the holy relic within. You're too slow as always.
Well, you know what it's going to be.
Guile
test.
Yes, this is the battle of the minds. Here we go again.
Yep.
So now I've got
what we're great at as a team.
Well, no, and now I've got my skill.
We always have.
I've got my efforts to deceit, so I gain advantage in a post-test to deceive others. So this is great. I assume that would count in this particular moment. Yeah. Great, so I get advantage. How's that work with rolls?
You make the difficulty one less.
Great.
So instead of a 4-1 test, it's a 3-1 test.
And this is what I failed last time. So here we go. There we go.
Okay.
Exceptional. Deception. I don't know where it's going to lead, but I'm sure.
Let's see. She is going to have awareness, which is 5. Oof.
Oh, the tables have turned.
The tables have turned. Oh, I can't double my training with metal because I've already rolled it.
Yes.
Oh no, wait! It was intuition. I'm supposed to be doing, not awareness.
Oh, all right.
And that's +1. I mean, it doesn't really. Still can't beat you, so it's fine. Oh wait, no, I can double my focus. No, I still can't beat you. Never mind. Okay, she says. So you said that you.
I don't know what the end game of this bluff is, but it's.
So she says, She looks wide-eyed and says, "An heiress in Carrich. What did you do with them?"
Oh, they're in our captive for now. We're not a violent bunch. I mean, I'm a violent person. She says, maybe just a little knife chuck in the air, just a little chucking back in the holster, just for fun. But you know, you've met the rest of them. They're law-abiding, but they're vicious, and their sacred temple has been sacrilege by you. They're very furious that you dared enter their precious Lord What's-His-Face's temple. I care not, but they're furious, and they've subdued your team and got you right to ropes on. I cast illusion. This has gone badly before. No, I don't, because last time I did this, I over-egged it. I don't need to. I'm fine. Don't need to do anything yet. It's all right.
Yeah, she's. She puts her hand out to stop the Order Serpentis as they kind of advance on you, and she says, "Let me be honest with you, Molasses Slaughtershade. My real name is Juliana Caligo. I was sent here to lead an expedition on behalf of the Black Scale Coil to recover the Crucible of Life. I believe this is also what you have come here for."
And already secured.
If you had already secured it, then why are you still here?
Well, we met your team out. We saw your camp outside, which we already also have surrounded and ensnared. So we've got many vulnerable flanks to your expedition. But we knew you'd be in here looking as well. And we're down below, so obviously we want to avoid a clash here. I mean, actually, now you've said you're part of the Black Scale Coil scale, it kind of makes it a bit more easy to kill you. But still, no, we want to avoid any kind of drama here. I would advise you throw down your arms and we end it amicably. I'll let you retreat up through that hatch there freely if you. I'll let you pass if you want to escape with your lives, and we can all reconvene at the front of the ziggurat once you've departed.
Mike, are you ever going to play a character that doesn't have the biggest, brassest balls in?
Nah. What's the fun of that?
Roll me guile, because
big one.
Convincing her that you've already got the Crucible is a big brain move.
Big brain move. It's fine. It's fine. I got this.
Big brain move.
Fine. Still advantage to lie. So say 3, yeah.
Yeah.
The end 3.
Right.
This is the exact kind of. Did I ever make my short? I think I did this right. Did I make my short-term goal to?
Yes,
I did do this, didn't I?
I
made my short-term goal to beat her again and win a battle of the wits. This has worked out very well.
I mean, I still need to roll intuition.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, that's not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What?
With my metal, yeah, double my training.
Well, I've used my metal. I can double my training too.
You can double your focus after rolling.
Well, but you literally changed your entire what you were rolling for after you rolled last time. So I think I can use my metal on my roll and give myself another.
I mean, I remembered this time before rolling to use my metal for doubling my training because I don't have any.
The last time you rolled it, you rolled what was it? Awareness rather than intuition after you rolled. So, you know. It's only 1 dice, so it would only give me a most tie. So I only have 1 training, so I double my training.
I don't know what it is. Does Milo like keep you guys in check or something? You've been very argumentative with me today.
Wait, what? I literally haven't said a single thing. What are you talking about?
Trying to get the rules changed on the enemies.
I am so offended.
Right, go on, roll your training.
Here we go. Just 1 little d6.
Just 1 little d6.
Good. So we both got 6. There you go.
Right, so roll again then.
Oh shit! This is great. That's more fun. That's a lot more fun. Got to admit. Alright. Yeah. I'm not going to roll as well.
Double or nothing.
Your intuition is Are we both out of metal then, I assume?
Yeah.
Or how does it work out of combat? It's fine.
Well,
Was it both? Oh, you might have more metal than me, I suppose.
no, I've only got one.
Great. Okay, well then we're naked rolls then, yeah?
Naked rolls.
Naked rolls.
Bless you, Alex.
Sorry.
That's a good roll. Damn it. That's a good roll. Wait, but what are you rolling against? You're rolling
She has the same ability as you.
to get a opposed test.
Advantage, yeah.
And what was my advantage getting me that I'm not using?
Your advantage was making the difficulty 3s, not 4s.
That was it. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
So you're both rolling for 3s, basically.
So we're just matching to see who gets the most score
Yeah.
from. Wow, that was a good roll. Nice. Oh, that's mean. That was a good roll you rolled there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Compared to
You
that
can't
one,
beat
2
the
rolls
DM.
ago. 2 rolls ago, I went 2-1-1-3-1. So
Yeah, that got me somewhere. So far, I've convinced her that we've
yes.
got a team. Yeah,
but
you
she
told me
doesn't
what we
believe
told.
that you've got the Crucible. I think she says if you had the Crucible, if you'd have made your way into the vaults of this building, we definitely would have known. But if we were, I propose that we pool our resources. We've been working on getting the elevator working for some hours now. I believe we are close. If we can pool our resources, we can perhaps make a deal, a truce, until someone lays hand on the Crucible.
Like scale coil, don't like them at all. It's 3-on-1, so I'm not fancy a combat.
It's that or be killed.
Oh, I could run away. I'm good at running away. In my head, I'm curious because obviously it feels like the big twirly thing on top of the thing would help, but the fact I'd be shocked they hadn't found it. You know what I mean? It's like that bit hidden. You know what I mean?
That is probably the extent of Molasses' understanding of
exactly.
arcane technology is like maybe the big twirly thing will help.
Okay, well, oh, you're stuck on the elevator. Right? Well, we may have found some information to help with that. So we do have the upper hand here. So that's our advantage. We will. Yes, agree.
I could say you could always leave it on a cliffhanger till next time, and you can have a week to.
Oh God, it's 10:00. Jesus Christ! We'll leave it on a cliffhanger. We could.
Yeah.
To be continued.
And then the camera pans out. And also as the rest of the party is exploring the first level, you find in these behind the statues, you find this room, and there are like beams of light, like bars on a cage, sizzling in front between where the doors are. And inside you see a Duardin. You see an elf. I actually see 2 elves, and you recognise one of them as Drayden Stormcloud.
Someone betrayed us.
And
Wait.
we ended there.
Cat, was he just sitting like on a throne, all happy?
So they're kind of like trapped in this room.
Okay, so he's not necessarily yet.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, he kind of came here without us. I'm not sure that means that he's, looking out for us.
Good point. He might be captured and brought here.
Why would they capture him?
Well, I don't know.
Wouldn't
He's
they?
so handsome.
That implies bad things.
It's a bad world.
I'll give you that.
Cool. Fun.
How about?
This is cool. This is a cool thing.
I'm a big fan of the magical technology built into the pyramid concept.
Yeah.
Well, I wish
Oh,
Orixion
it's
had come with me to check out the thing. Then we could have had a bit of a. Although that would have been a really hard combat. It's really hard. I kind of assume like it wouldn't be like a hard combat until we've had a chance to regroup. That seemed like quite a meaty thing to hit in the first room.
I did not expect, giant things to hit us.
But it sounds like if you'd been able to just figure out their names, there would have been combat avoided.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the lore to figure out their names was very hard.
Well, actually, there was you could have done endeavors to help with the research, and also there were other clues.
Interesting.
In the jungle. You could have found out.
Just goes to show you how bad we suck.
And from the journal as well, I think. And talking to the bloke, yeah.
So my research into the lizard people.
It's fine. We smashed our way through.
On
Yeah,
the page,